It could take a week to clear a major rock slide off a highway in southern Colorado. The timing of this slide was not a coincidence. It was a direct result of the wild change in temperature that we've seen. CDOT is warning that it might not be the only serious rock slide we see. If you've been indoors or out of town for a bit, here's what we experienced over the last week. On Wednesday, we bottomed out at 7 below zero. Fast forward 3 days and we were basking in 66-degree sunshine. The big thaw caused big problems on Highway 50 in southern Colorado. 9 News reporter Kevin Torres headed into the mountains to show us how CDOT is using our tax dollars to make our roads safer.
Consider this warm stretch a double-edged sword for anyone who drives through the mountains, especially over the next 24 to 48 hours. CDOT says you could see plenty of rock slides.
Georgetown Hill has always been a prominent area for rock slides.
Round,
Keep an eye on the road.
and round they go,
Watch for rocks.
completely oblivious to the pending danger hanging above.
You never know what will happen when you're traveling in the high country.
CDOT says it's typical for most people to forget about the freeze-thaw effect.
At this time when we kind of have the warm temperatures during the day and the cold temperatures at night and a lot of moisture.
Mindy Crane says it's the perfect recipe to loosen up stones from the side of the mountains.
So it is a very significant slide.
Take, for example, what happened Monday along Highway 50,
Just west of Cotopaxi.
a massive rock slide
It's actually about 20 feet deep and 100 feet wide.
closed down a portion of this well-used roadway, forcing drivers to take up to a 100-mile detour.
We just have a lot of rock to clean up, and we most importantly have to get that slope safe before we reopen the highway.
It's the first major slide of the year. To make sure it doesn't happen along I-70, CDOT is setting up fencing and conducting rock scaling and other mitigation work near Georgetown and Idaho Springs this week. Just one other thing, CDOT says if you have a person driving with you, dedicate that person to keeping a close eye on the mountains just in case they see any falling rocks. In Georgetown, I'm Kevin Torres, 9 News.
Kevin also learned that we can expect a slowdown on I-70 near Georgetown tomorrow and then more slow traffic near Idaho Springs Thursday. That's when CDOT will be up working on those rock faces.